and Don will have that. But now we're going to move on with our awards and recognition luncheon. And our first one, we're going to recognize somebody that I've worked with for a long time. And I'll take this down. A pilot is getting ready to retire. He has actually co-emceed this conference years ago, back in there about 8 years ago, or I forget what exact year it was because it's been so long. But I've worked with him on many things, SRM panels, procedures, working to get him into facilities and working out facility level issues. He's just been a great partner from ALPA, and his name is John Drexler. For those of you who have known him and have worked with him, you know that he always tries to do the right thing, and he's a great guy to work with. But if I could get John Drexler to come up. So this is a personalized wine bottle and a wine glass. This is one of two glasses because I know he likes to have a little bit of wine, and so there's two glasses, and he can enjoy it in his retirement. But thank you so much, John, for everything that you've done to help us out.
Thank you.
You want to say anything?
Expected. Normally I'd have something pithy worked out to say, but I don't. But it's been a great honor having worked with NAC over the last 12 years, and having started as an air traffic controller, it's an especially great honor. But it's a great organization, great people. You do fantastic work, and I'll always remember my time working with you. Thank you very much.
So if you want to go this way, there's another glass for you in a box. All right, thank you. Next, I'd like to introduce Tom Adcock, our national training representative, for the next recognition. Tom? He's on his way. You don't need to roll it.
So one of my favorite things about CFS is the opportunity to recognize individuals who contribute significantly to projects on behalf of the membership. And I want to take this opportunity to recognize one such individual right now. In early 2013, this individual began working on web-based recurrent training as a subject matter expert. And then she moved over and became the lead about 3 years ago. And she left the work group earlier this year, and she is greatly missed. Her insights in the development process, the detail, and making sure that the controller's perspective is given when we're developing that training was very important. Sat in on a couple of different meetings with her, and to say that she pays attention to grammar and spelling is an understatement. It's just, she would be catching things. If you had a piece of paper and you were being graded like you were on your 12th grade term paper, it would have been red in some cases. That's how much attention to detail she paid on these things. I spoke with one of the other former web-based SMEs, and the other thing that he said that he thought about was that she always made sure that the team members that came in felt that they were part of the team, and that their contributions, especially in the early stage, were valued so that they felt like they were making a significant contribution to the effort. So I want to recognize Elisa Muse from Boston Center for her contributions.
Working on recurrent training was one of my first collaborative efforts with NACA, and it just taught me so much, and it's been such a phenomenal experience. I worked with some great people and made great friends along the way, so thank you for the opportunity.
Next, I'd like to introduce Michael Drina, the OSHA Committee Chair, to introduce this year's Helping Hearts Award.
Thank you, Steve. I want to start off by saying, go Red Sox. Hopefully we won't need a defibrillator for that. But sudden cardiac arrest continues to be the leading cause of death in the United States, claiming nearly 350,000 lives each year with a survival rate of only 10%. Because of AEDs and CPR being used on site, that survival rate raises from 10% to 50%. It's a big jump. In 2008, the FAA stood up a national public access defibrillator program. Since that time, the FAA has trained over 11,000 people to use AEDs in our facilities and have deployed over 1,500 AEDs at 300 locations throughout the FAA, and we're still working to get them into facilities that have 10 or more people. Right now, they're in facilities that have 50 or more people. In 2014, NACA introduced the Helping Hearts Award to recognize facilities with the highest percentage of people trained to administer cardiopulmonary resuscitation, CPR, and to use automatic external defibrillators, AEDs. And this award is presented annually. So it's a facility that has the highest percentage of people trained at the end of a given year. With the 18-month delay in CFS, this is for award given to the end of 2017. The NACA OSHA Committee would like to recognize Pensacola Tower and Pensacola Tracon jointly for the highest percentage of people trained in 2017 at 65%. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Mike. Next, I'd like to introduce Paul Derez from the AOPA Air Safety Institute to recognize controllers that were submitted for RG League Awards, and were not selected as the winner, but still met that criteria as doing something special. So, Paul, please come on up. Yeah. Thanks.
Hi, good afternoon. Well, I'm excited to be here at this great event. For the past 10 years, AOPA has been coming here to recognize controllers who do a unique job of helping GA pilots out of tight situations. And this afternoon, I'm happy to present 13 awards to some great controllers who have provided great exemplary service and coordination efforts to a handful of pilots the past year and a half. What I'm asked to do is, when I list these names, is have the controllers just stand up, hold your applause, and have them come, I believe, here to the side of the stage, and then afterwards, we'll give everyone a round of applause, and we'll give you your awards at this time. This here is the Flight Assist Commendation Award we give out each year. We're happy to present them to the following names on behalf of Mark Baker, President and CEO of AOPA. First, we have from Chicago Tracon, Brian Roth. From Terre Haute Tower, Jimmy Pepper. Spokane Tower, Josh McPhee. Charleston Tower, Victor Sahirim. Daytona Beach Tower, Tim Martin, Ruben Lopez, Karen Hagstrom, and Chris Walton. Central Florida Tracon, Dan McNeil, Eric Abernathy, and Vijay Kanhai. Miami Center, Evan Monroe. And last but not least, Nashville Tracon, Chris Williams. Now join me in congratulating these great controllers for their fine work.
All right, so next we're going to move on to the Raytheon Controller of the Year Award, and for that I would like to introduce Jack McCauley from Raytheon. Jack? Hey, Jack.
Thank you, Steve. And on behalf of Raytheon, I would like to say thanks to NACA for allowing us to present this award and to be part of the largest safety conference in the world. And we are grateful to all the men and women who work in the air traffic facilities today, ensuring safe air travel every single day, every single minute. This year's Air Traffic Controller of the Year award goes to a key member of a government industry team responsible for the execution of a nationwide modernization effort aimed at making your work easier and more efficient by giving you a more complete, precise picture of the airspace from a single platform, integrating surveillance data, flight information, and hopefully very soon, improved weather capabilities onto the standard terminal automation replacement system known as STARS. This year's award winner also led the effort to successfully install STARS in the Northern California TRACON back in 2015, yes, but this past year in 2017, he paved the way as the NACA National Terminal Automation Representative to deliver 100% on-time or early deliveries of 68 installations without a single interruption to airport or air traffic control operations. Our award winners' contributions this past year have also led to the development of a new, improved capability, such as providing an automation solution to the surveillance issue that occurred at Southern California TRACON, assisting with our prototype workstation that you see outside here at the Raytheon booth that we are tagging as the Multifunction Air Traffic Control REHO System, or simply MARS, and also the alternate runway verification feature, a new capability we are bringing to the STAR system to alert controllers of aircraft that are potentially lined up to either the wrong way or onto a taxiway. Ladies and gentlemen, the Raytheon 2018 Air Traffic Controller of the Year award goes to Mr. Aaron Rose. Jump. All right.
Put it in the, well,
Yeah, you can do that. Or you want to hold it. You're
no,
all
I don't want to
yours.
drop it. Wow, this is a surprise. Thank you very much. I've spoken in front of audiences, maybe 20, 30 people, but never this many. And I've always heard the adage, think of everybody in their underwear. I'll probably get fired if I do that. So I would just like to say, if it wasn't for the people in this room, we would never gotten this award. I would never receive this award. I'm tearing up because it's a lot of work. Being away from friends, family, being away from the operations area for 2.5 years. It's crazy. The amount of work we do, and the TAMR team is phenomenal. They're away from family, they're away from friends. And I just want to thank them, because we would have never achieved, or I would have never received this. This is not for me, this is for the TAMR team. It's for everybody sitting in this room that have gone through the transitions. It's everybody in here, including the en route brothers and sisters who have to live through the tests that we do during each transition. So I will accept this, but not for me. for everyone else in this room. So thank you very much.
Good afternoon. I'm Andy Marzvari, part of the National Professional Standards Work Group, and I would like to introduce the rest of the team. Garth Kolazar from Los Angeles Center. Josh Cooper from Southern California TRACON. And before I introduce the newest member of the team, I'll be leaving the team, and I wanted to take the opportunity to thank Paul and Trish for the privilege of being part of Professional Standards for the last 8.5 years. I also wanted to acknowledge Garth Kolazar, Jeff Richards, and Josh Cooper, along with the nearly 1,000 Professional Standards Committee members throughout the NAST for making the program the success it has become. Now, the newest member of the National Professional Standards team is Lydia Bowney from Spokane.
Welcome to NACA's third annual Professionalism Awards presentation. NACA began this recognition because we knew if we wanted to take a stand for safety, taking a stand for professionalism had to be a part of that. Every day, thousands of safety professionals take a stand for what they believe in. This is our way of recognizing some of those exceptional professionals. The job of selecting the individuals that we are going to recognize today was extremely difficult. Difficult because so many professionals were submitted by their peers for consideration. Our goal is to maintain and promote professionalism across all of NACA's bargaining units. We do that through a commitment to safety and maintaining the public's trust. We work to inspire, motivate, and provide personal examples of our professionalism to others and to maintain the highest standard of excellence, because we know our actions represent all our fellow professionals, and we work to bring honor and respect to all that we do. The individuals we're recognizing exemplify these traits. Each and every day, they promote these concepts of professionalism through their personal actions. They inspire and motivate others to do the same. The incredible testimonials we received from each of their peers was truly inspiring for each of us on the National NACA Professional Standards team. When we created the Professionalism Award, we wanted to do something a bit different. We wanted an award that each of these professionals would be able to carry with them, an award that would serve as a constant reminder of what their commitment means, not just to each of us here, but also to the public that we serve. The NACA Professionalism Award is a coin. It reads, "This coin is given to a professional union member whose performance and actions are a demonstration of their personal commitment to safety and excellence. Your actions bring honor to NACA and our profession." I wish we could list in detail the accomplishments and impact that these professionals have had. If we did, we would have to add a full day to the conference. Truly, these professionals have indeed brought honor to us all. Allow me to bring them on stage. From the Western Service Area, Ray Peters, Spokane Tower TRACON. From the Central Service Area, Debbie Anderson from Indianapolis Center. And the Eastern Service Area, Tess Boykton, New York TRACON.
For me, professionalism starts with coming to work every day with a positive attitude and a desire to improve, with the understanding there's always room for improvement in this profession. I have the privilege to know and work with so many high-integrity, safety-minded people who share this mindset and strive to push our profession in a positive direction every day. I'm truly humbled to receive this recognition. Thank you.
I just want to thank you all for this honor, but I'm really no more than just a servant, serving the flying public and serving those around me in any way that I can. And I wanted to take a brief moment to recognize another servant at Indy Center, Wendy Schneider. Stand up, please. Wendy has served hundreds of underprivileged kids, making their lives much brighter through her nonprofit, Angels Anonymous of Indiana, and with the help from the NACA Charitable Foundation. Nothing, even breast cancer, has stopped Wendy from helping these kids. Wendy is retiring January 31st, so I just want to take a quick moment to honor Wendy with a round of applause. We love you, Wendy.
Hey, you guys. I did not prepare a speech like this, like these two amazing professionals. I was actually told that this was during lunch, so no one would be here. And as I'm looking out at all of you, that was well played to one of my colleagues. Thank you for that, to try to make me a little bit less nervous. But when I found out that I was getting this award, it was about 6 weeks ago. That was 6 weeks now that I've been nauseous every single day, knowing that I was going to come up and have to speak in front of you guys and accept this award. But while I think that this nomination was actually just a perfectly executed prank by my previous FAC rep because he knows that I have crippling social anxiety, I just wanted to say thank you so much, because this is truly such an amazing honor, and I never thought that I would be accepting an award for something that comes so naturally to so many people and so many of my colleagues. So really, this is an award for all of you guys, and thank you so much for this honor. I appreciate it.
Your 2018 Professionalism Award winners.
You know, we heard somebody talk about attitude and professionalism, and Richard Kennington really, hit a home run yesterday when he was talking about those two concepts as far as professionalism. And, the three individuals we just had up on stage, they exude some of that attitude and that professionalism. So I would encourage all of you that if you get an opportunity to see them during the rest of the conference, take the time to shake their hand and thank them for making a difference. Now, I want to talk about somebody else who has an incredible amount of attitude and professionalism. And it's somebody that I've held up as a standard and a guiding light for my own professionalism, because I've watched this individual every day make a difference. And if I could tell you everything that he's done, not just for this union, but the agency and the system in general, we'd be here all day. But if you've talked to this person or he's touched your life, you know what I'm talking about. Because this man's incredible attention to detail and an almost savant knowledge of who we are and the rules by which we operate, it's astounding. So I want to take a moment and have you guys join me in recognizing another professional, a man who's not only my friend, but my brother, Andy Morris-Parry.
I really don't know what to say. It was totally unexpected. I'll retire in July with 31 and a half years, but I think the last 8 and a half had been the best. It's been a lot of work, but it's been a labor of love. I've met thousands of people, and I really hope that what we've done in the last 8 and a half years makes a long-lasting difference for us as controllers and for the NAS. And I thank you very much for the applause.
Thank you for being patient with us while we give these awards. It's really important for us to be able to recognize our members and the great work that they do. And we're almost done. We do have a couple more, and then it looks like we'll have a little bit of time before we start the program, and so you'll get a couple minutes. It's my pleasure now to present the NACA Team Excellence Award. It's no secret to most people in the room, Paul and I ran as a team when we first ran in 2009 for our election. We continued to work together as a team. We ran again in our latest election as a team. We tried to instill those values and that commitment to teamwork throughout our NACA staff, our NACA committees, our executive board. And it doesn't surprise us or surprise you that we created a Team Excellence Award a couple of years ago. The first recipients were the contract negotiating team for the slate book. After that, the Professional Standards Committee. Then we gave it to the Critical Incident Stress Management team at our convention in Philadelphia, as well as the OJTI work group. Now we're going to give two more today. These NACA teams, they exemplify the true collective spirit of working together to achieve greatness. We have two different, as I said, work groups we want to honor today. The first one, beginning in April of 2017, the No Experience Direct Hire Initial Screen Work Group, referred to as NDIS, because we always have to have an acronym, was developed to provide a collaborative approach for the FAA and NACA to address the challenges of placing employees with no prior ATC experience into level 10 and above terminal radar facilities. Based on an analysis of the terminal training curriculum, the work group identified a need to update several parts of the terminal training. As a result of this work, several improvements were made to this curriculum. These are just a few of their accomplishments. They improved the existing academy courses, RTF and TSAL. They developed a high-volume, complex TRACON radar course, TETRA, 10, 11, 12 Radar Assessment is what that acronym stands for. And they are developing a new curriculum for N90, improving stages 2, 3, and 6. I'm sorry, 2, 3, 6, and 7. These team members work collaboratively with their agency work group members to make all these changes to the terminal training in just over a year. This required the NDIS team members to travel back and forth weekly to N90 and the Academy for months to accomplish the work group's goal. This work could not have been accomplished without the dedication of the following team members. So if they could come up on stage, 3 of them are here, 2 of them are not. Jim Dykman, N90s, in attendance. Daniel Foster at a D10 is not in attendance. Mark Schneider from Indianapolis Center, please come up. Morris Franklin from Potomac TRACON is not in attendance, and Leah Montez from Southern California TRACON. Our second award goes to a work group that was established also in 2017 to collaboratively address, review, revise, and make recommendations for changes to the National Training Order, the 3120.4. If you know this order, you know that these changes needed significant rewrite and editorial work. The team members worked for extended periods of time in Washington with their agency counterparts to complete the task. That time expanded over 14 months and required extended time away from their home facilities and families. Additionally, their preparation involved weeks of research and discussion to prepare for those work group meetings. The work group made significant changes to the order. Here are just a few of the changes. They reduced the size of the order by standardizing the format of the chapters and appendices. They better defined the OJTI selection process. Skill enhancement is now divided into two parts and more clearly defined, clearly outlined OJTI requirements, certification, and selection process. Their efforts will result in improvements to the training process across all facilities in the National Airspace System. This order now is currently under final discussions between NACA and the FAA and will be out soon. All three work group members are in attendance. If they could come up, Jimmy Lake from Honolulu, HCF, Andrea Sanchez from DFW, and Trevor Thompson from Jacksonville Center.
Jimmy Lake put a couple miles in, huh? Honolulu to Washington, D.C. Get that award? It's a hardworking man right there. Okay, I have the privilege and the honor to give the Steve Hansen Safety Advocate Award. Obviously, this is named for our Safety Committee Chairman, and this award goes to a NACA member who has made extraordinary achievements and has worked tirelessly on NACA's behalf to enhance aviation safety. This year, the award goes to Bridget, I'm not going to say that last name right now. Bridget Sigradnat, and let me try it again. Bridget Sigradnakol. Dawn did so well saying it. She's a controller at Dallas-Fort Worth Tower. Bridget was named runway safety representative in 2016. Since then, she has worked tirelessly on behalf of NACA membership to ensure that the runway and safety surface is the forefront of what she does. And you saw her on the panel yesterday. She did an outstanding job. She is also a member of the National Safety Committee. Bridget has served as the NACA lead on the successful testing of the AS-the-X taxiway arrival predictor, which you saw a little bit of yesterday also. At Seattle-Tacoma, and hopefully to be rolling that out to a facility near you to predict which runway and which taxiway they are actually lined up for. She is currently the NACA lead on surface safety campaign portion of Take a Stand for Safety. She's also the NACA lead on surface recognition program kicked off earlier this year. This is a joint NACA-FAA program recognizing individuals and teams of controllers and supervisors for their exemplary saves and initiatives that focus on surface environment. Bridget represents NACA as the Airport Construction Advisory Committee. She's also the NACA Runway Status Lights Representative. She's also on the Runway Safety Council. Bridget is instrumental in revamping runway safety review process, creating surface safety groups, and she is currently the co-lead. She is absolutely amazing, the work she is doing, and given the fact that she was pregnant through most of last year, and she had a brand new baby on September 16th, which happens to be a pretty good birthday, I think. Please welcome this year's Steve Hansen Safety of Advocate Award. I'm gonna try it again. Bridget Sigradnakol. I get an effort, right? An A for effort. I could have said G. That would have been the easy way out.
First off, thank you, by all means. This is an award I was expecting to get I had no idea, obviously. Kind of lost for words, which isn't usually the case. But I'm a representative for you guys. I have a job because of you guys. My phone is always on. If you guys ever have a runway safety problem or anything to do with the airport, please do not hesitate to give me a call or find my number or my email. It's runwaysafety@naca.net, not hard to forget. But either way, I'm here for you. Continue to work at your airport to continue to reduce those runway incursions. We have dropped our numbers. That's a huge accomplishment, and that's an accomplishment on behalf of you guys. And continue to keep your eyes out for anything that's going on that's new. If we need to bring a heightened sense of awareness to something, I need to know about it. So I appreciate you, and we'll continue to work on your behalf for as long as you guys will have me. So thank you.